Welcome to Cents Sensibility. I'm a fuck. Welcome to Cents and Sensibility, where we like to talk about money without the stress. My name is Chris, and I'm here with my good friend.
I'm Phil.
In today's episode, we're going to be uncovering a sneaky little budget buster, the forgotten expense, right? These are those random costs that honestly just pop up out of nowhere and throw off your entire plan, completely off track. And the best part is, once you know how to spot them and plan for them, your budget starts running like a well-oiled machine. So let's dive on in. All right, so like the first thing, let's just start with the obvious, right? Life happens. Maybe it's a flat tire, a forgotten birthday gift, your annual Amazon Prime subscription kind of just renewing itself out of nowhere. These irregular expenses feel like surprises, but they're not really, because they happen every year. We don't think about them until they hit, and I think having that mindset, right, is what is a big leading problem as well.
Yeah, so I would try to create something like a sinking fund, which is just a fancy term for setting aside a little money each month for irregular but predictable expenses. For example, if your Amazon Prime costs $139 a year, I'd save $12 a month so it doesn't wreck your budget when it hits,
I completely hear you, man. But number two, now let's just talk about those, like how to spot those sneaky expenses before they hit your account, right? Here's a quick exercise that I like to tell friends, family, just anyone that's looking for help, right? If you go ahead and pull up your bank statements for the last 3 months, just look for anything that doesn't happen every month, outside of your phone bill, your car payments, rent, things like that, right? Anything outside of those, like annual insurance premiums or biannual insurance premiums, holiday shopping, because that's coming up, or even like any kind of random home repair that you might run into. Like, even if it's as simple as like, hey, we're going to be doing some painting. Painting costs a lot. Most people don't understand that. Like, painting can run you up anywhere from like $150 to like $200, and being able to spot these culprits, that will help you better plan for them, right?
Yeah, Chris, I did this for myself recently, and I realized I'd completely forgotten about my dog's vet checkup. It's once a year, and it's always set me back about $150. So now I budget about $12, $13 a month just so I can deal with that. Problem solved.
Finally, third thing, let's talk about the all-important buffer zone. I think even the most best planned out budgets cannot predict everything. So you gotta be flexible, right? But you wanna plan for the worst, hope for the best kind of thing, right? So that's where adding a 5 to 10% buffer is crucial. This financial cushion, in the grand scheme of things, is really just for those truly unexpected costs, like light bulbs burning out in your house, all at once. If that ends up happening, you might have ghosts. So go maybe consult the church or a priest. Or if you have a kid, like that's needing supplies for a school project that they brought to you or your attention like last minute, and you're just like, wait, what? I got to get all the stuff. And, it helps be prepared for things like that do occur.
Yeah, so, if your monthly expenses are $3,000, adding a 5% buffer means setting aside, $150. It might seem small, but it's a lifesaver when random stuff pops up, Supporting tip I like to give people, think of your buffer as a flex fund. It's not there to be spent on impulse buys and stuff like that. It's for actual surprises. If you don't use it one month, you can always just roll it over into the next month.
All right, so go ahead and drop it in the comments. What's the last expense that totally caught you off guard? Let's share some stories here and help each other out and build a community, right? So I'll go first. Mine was my car registration. I had an unexpected, more so I just forgot, parking ticket that I had to pay for, as well as a month late fee. And just because I forgot, obviously it was awful, but I was able to catch myself because I had that buffer and that safety net. So it wasn't a complete disaster of a situation. So I'm thankful for that buffer that I have established. All right, so just to recap, don't let forgotten expenses wreck your budget. Plan for the predictable ones, with those sinking funds, tracking irregular costs by reviewing your bank statements. As simple as it may sound, most people don't do that. And always leave room for the unexpected with a bit of a buffer zone, and creating that cushion that, will make a massive difference in your life financially. Taking these small steps will make a huge difference. Believe me, trust me. And as always, if you found any of this helpful, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button and check out our next video where we'll talk about how to save money without giving up the things you love, whether that's, your hobbies, your interests, and so on and so forth. But as always, keep your sense and sensibilities in check.